Hello my friends, how you doing? It is me, Lasty here. Welcome today to a brand new episode of the FIFA 23 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. It's Friday by the time you're watching this, so I hope you're all doing well. It's weekend league day. Are you going to start today? Are you going to wait until Saturday, Sunday when things normally get a little bit easier? Are you going to open or save your rewards, seeing as we think Team of the Year is probably literally like next Friday in a week today? Oh my God, if that's the case, then I need to start saving, don't I? That's not going to happen during today's episode, though. We're going to spend all of our coins and packs, so I hope you enjoy. If you do me a favour and hit that thumbs up button. I'd love to see 2,000 likes on this episode, and I think you out there, yes, that's right, I'm actually talking to you. I think you can make that happen, mate. So thank you in advance for your awesome support, and subscribe as well if you're new to my channel. So we've got a really, really nice first owner team that doesn't really need much changing in the near future, I guess. So what I was going to do, and the plan changes throughout the episode, by the way. So I head on into Fit Champs qualifiers and go 1-0 up against this fella. Payet scored. Lovely goal, lovely player. And he quits, and I get a 1-0 rage quit, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go like 6-0. Maybe even this is the week that I go 10-0 in playoffs and get the best packs. It's going to be grand, all of that stuff, you know. And, well, unfortunately, that just doesn't occur, doesn't happen, because we go into the next one. Solid squad. Certainly not the best. I've seen way better teams than that. This guy was pretty good, and he scores a wonderful goal there with Eto'o. I don't think that was timed or anything. Do you know what? I've been missing so many green times lately. My mates that watch me when I'm like streaming it to them on Discord are just like, turn it off. I don't think it helps you. They keep telling me. I don't know about that. I kind of... the amount of shots that I miss because I red time it probably does outweigh the usefulness of hitting a green timed. But it's just sort of like ingrained into me now to just press the shoot button again as I'm about to shoot. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, this game was kind of even for a bit. You know, like he does go 3-1 up. Unfortunately, there I thought I was going to get it back to 3-2. I raged off the game, and went again. And it was another Eto'o that I came up against. But next game we go into 1-0 up. Lovely stuff from Zizou. This man is not only my defensive midfielder, but he's also my cam and my striker and my wingers. He's everywhere. He's everything. And someone should write some sort of song lyrics about that, because he's brilliant. I love him. But from being 2-0 up, Eto'o just gets through again and again. Just batters me, makes it 2-2, just like it was nothing. And then Zidane, just look at the close turning dribbling. This guy's not got the highest of agility, and he still does that. So yeah, I don't know. Certain players just outplay their rank and stats by far. And at 3-3 at half time, guess what happens? Yep, he decided to quit. GG's to you, mate. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that, William. Just so nice of you. Anyway, into the next game we go. So I rage quit the last game, literally dashboarded off the game, and I got a 3-3 draw quit against me in the next one. If this one doesn't go well, you already know the blood pressure's up at this point, and I'm getting a little bit lasty stress, which you never really see because I don't do the... you don't really see like my live reaction to any of these games. Which I could certainly add into the rotation if you wanted to, but yeah, when I get a little bit of FIFA rage, I like to keep these videos nice and positive, and just like more happy in general, and you know, even just if we're losing or whatever, almost like take the funny side out of it, and look for the positives or the lightheartedness in it. But this game is trash. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Sorry if that peaked the microphone for you guys there. But yeah, this one right here was a doozy. As you can see, there's been 7 goals at half time. I'm getting done on possession, so that winds me up. I'm already in a bad mood because it's not been going quite as well as I'd hoped. Pushing forward in the second half to try and make something work. We've even got Adama Traore on. 4-all, I managed to get it back to, but then as soon as I do that, every time he runs down the other end and scores another goal, this time with that Mahrez. SBC Mahrez, by the way, excuse me, does seem like a extremely good player. I struggle against him a lot, and this Lacazette was good as well. So yeah, as you can see, you know, it's 7-5. I'm going to keep pushing along to try and get back into it. It took me up until the 84th, 85th minute to get another goal, and I was throwing the kitchen sink at him at that point, and I just couldn't get that next goal. So I ended up losing 7-6, which is heartbreaking. So we're officially 1-2 in playoffs, and we had that game where it was half-time, we were drawing 3-3, and the guy quit. So terrible mood. I think I got off FIFA for the rest of the day after that, and then came back to it the next day. Not really in the mood to play the rest of my playoffs, but in the mood to try and get a couple of packs and complete a couple of objectives that I know I needed to do through Foot Draft. And don't worry. Some of you might love it, but I'm not going to show you loads and loads of Foot Draft stuff. I'll just show you this run. I played a couple of different runs with a couple of different teams. This one I had Prime Henry and that World Cup Messi. And who else did I have? I can't remember. Lacazette, I think, a special Lacazette. And it was quite fun. It wasn't the best team I had. I had one where I had a midfield of the Winter Wildcards Benzema. So Club 80 centre mid Benzema. Prime Hullet. And, no, that's not right. Yaya Toure World Cup. And that Jude Bellingham, the good version of him. So that was pretty cool. And I had Zidane up top. Alongside somebody else, I can't remember, but yeah, I had a good fun couple of different runs, but I think this one is where I go the furthest. So into, I believe, what is the semi-final right now. I'd already played and won the first round a few days ago, and that was in a different part of a different video, but then I just sort of came back to this one because I knew that I think I needed to play like 3 more games of draft and win like 5 more games of draft. And it would give me a player, a guaranteed player from objectives, and also an 84 times 5. So that was good. Anyway, the first little run we had here, I won the first 2 games, got myself into the final here. And the final always does seem like a little bit of a different story to every other draft game. Most draft games are like, can be quite close, can be quite high scoring, but you're often, you know, a maximum of a couple of goals down, and you can come back from that. But yeah, the final, I think, is obviously seeded. You come up against someone else who's in the final, and this guy just held possession, 64% possession, had 3 shots all game. So did I. Only had 3 shots all game. Just couldn't get the ball off him. It was one of those bore fests. So yeah, I lose the final. But GG's to my opponent. I get a gold players pack and a premium gold players pack. And then, like I said, probably another hour and a half went by and I got some more stuff done to get the 2 objectives that I needed done. There's one more part of this Foot Draft objectives, which is for me to win yet another 10 draft games. I don't have that many tokens to get back into it. I certainly don't have the coins to enter draft. So I'm going to leave it there, because the only extra reward, I believe, is just like XP, and I don't really need that, do I? So I miss out on one 84 by 5, but we get one right now, so hopefully that can give me some fodder. Because what I'm looking to get out of this stuff, out of all of these packs that I've managed to accumulate from draft, some of them terrible, some of them all right. Like, I think I went out in every round. I played a few drafts and literally got to the final of that one. I got to the semis in another, to the second, to the first. Like, I went out in every single round with different drafts. And sometimes you go out even when you've got, like, your best team, and it's just basically who you randomly get matched up against. Because if the first couple rounds aren't seeded and you're coming up against randoms, you know, every now and again you're going to get a nice easy win through to the next round, of course. But every now and again, you're going to get that guy who would probably also beat you in the final, and that is just luck of the draw. So, as you can see, excuse me, we have a couple of half-decent packs left here. This time around, we're going to get Hodgebjerg. That is the incorrect pronunciation of his name. I say it every time. Højbjerg, but I prefer Hodgebjerg. Yeah. What else do we get? Oh, position modifier there I can sell on. Oh, I had a look the other day, by the way. I have like 140 position modifiers in my club. I thought, because I do the SBC every day, and I get 5 of them, but I swear I use like 5 every day on random SBCs and my squad and stuff. So I was pleasantly surprised to see just how many I've got. And we get a walkout. French! Oh, I thought it was going to be Mbappe. Oh, it's never Mbappe for me. I wish one day it will be. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? I'd love to have Mbappe on this game. It seems like such a cheat code. We get 287s, 384s in our pack. No complaints there. One of them is duplicate untradeable Ndidi, but I realised I could just put him and a couple of other lower rated, like 83s that I'll never really use for anything, into Raul Garcia to get myself a higher rated piece of fodder. So those 83s were not really doing anything for me. I could stick them into this SBC and get an 87 and my Ndidi back. So the reason for that was because I want to do that Icon SBC, the 88 plus mid/World Cup Icon SBC is something that I want to get done. Now I think by the time you're watching this, it might have either expired or is expiring later on tonight. But I reckon I've got just about enough time to get that done. So the rest of this episode is all about opening whatever packs, unlocking whatever players, buying players to complete SBC upgrade packs, whatever I can do to possibly get enough fodder to do an 85 and an 87 rated squad. And I had it in my head that I could just about make this happen. So I didn't stick all of the highest rated fodder in, but some of my half decent fodder went in and the 85 rated squad is done. I'm now committed to this SBC. All right. And this was a couple of days ago, even from recording, or yesterday, I think, from when I was recording. I don't know where we are. I don't even know what day of the week it is at the moment. But we got that done. All right. So I'm now committed to the SBC. Got to find a way somehow, some way to get this SBC completed, even though I'm pretty flat broke and don't really have an 87 rated squad in my club. All right. So that's really the challenge. But I thought I can make some stuff happen here. I know that these 80 plus rated gold rare upgrades, I'm close. I'm close to finishing all 100. And that'll give me an ultimate pack and a 25k pack. So there's more fodder potential there. All right. What do we get from this one? 84 rated Valverde. What was this pack? Was this just an 80 plus again? Yeah, it was. So I go out onto the market. I worked it out in my head. I did the maths in my head. And I overpaid for these silvers, by the way. So, and I still made it happen. So I went and bought, you need 8 silvers or above for the SBC. I went and bought these silvers for 450 or 500 each. So I think it's like 4,000 coins per 80 plus SBC. So I could get like 5 or 6 of them done with a couple of players left in my club. And it just about got me my 100th one, which gets me this ultimate pack and the Centurions upgrade SBC chase objective donezo. All right, brilliant. So now it's time to open up them. I might not show you the ones where I don't get anything too majorly good. Like, if there's no boards or anything, like Hodgebajurg again there, lovely. I'll always show you a Hodgebajurg. If anything, just for the comments. Yeah, I essentially got that done, and it allowed me to get a couple more packs, and I'm now flat broke. I had 187 coins to my name, or 167 coins to my name. It's not looking good, brev, as they say. We are flat broke before Team of the Year with no real extra players in our club, especially once I get enough to submit the rest of this Icon SBC. My club's going to be empty and I'm going to be poor. So it really is a rebuild then for Team of the Year, throughout Team of the Year. We get Parejo in the Ultimate Pack. That's okay, but I need an 87 rated squad, so he's going to be one of the lower end players in that SBC. So yeah, I didn't quite know really what to do at that point. So I stuck everything else that I had low rated into 3 of these 81 plus double upgrades or whatever. First one we get Barella. Good, another walkout. That will help me out. It will. 2 more of these to go then. We get another walkout. We get lights up, and it's going to be your classic Spanish 83. If it's not Jesus Navas, if it's not, I've forgotten the fella from PSG, Fabian. If It's not Fabian. It's the left wing back fella. And then the third one, we do get ourselves a Centurions. It's Hasabi, so it's not even really lights up. It's just like an 85. But again, it's an 85 that I can use somewhere or other. Then I went really, like, I'm poor, so I went fully into my club and listed up, like, the contracts, position modifiers, chemistry styles, whatever was tradable that I didn't need. I listed it up to try and get as much money from it as possible, discarding stuff left and right. And then this godsend of an SBC came out, the 83x10. So I had those lower end players that I could use in this SBC. The only problem is you needed 3 85 and aboves. So I used some of the fodder for the icon pack to get this SBC done, to hopefully get something better. And, well, we got a Ruben Diaz from the first one, which is decent. To be fair, that is the sort of rating that I would expect and kind of hope for that. And to my surprise, I got 2 Centurions as well. Luckily, we'd already submitted Hasabi. So that was, in my eyes, a surprisingly half-decent 83x10. I then thought, if I do this again and get some good fodder, I might just have enough to finish up that icon SBC, maybe for tomorrow or something like that. And this happens. Now, if that last pack was surprisingly good, this one really surprised me in the fact that it was terrible. 9 83s and an 84. I don't care that one of them was an inform. That is trash. Oh my God, I was so annoyed because that does not help me. I now don't know if I can quite have enough players to get the icon SBC done. I guess you'll all find out tomorrow. Spoiler alert, I'm sure I'll find a way to get it done. There's no doubt about it. But yeah, tomorrow I'll do the icon pack. We'll do roulette or whatever. And I need to finish qualifying for the weekend league as well, so I'll probably get that done too. Thank you for watching. Smash the thumbs up button. I'd love to see 2,000 likes. That'd be amazing. Nearly made it through without coughing a final time. And subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. Cheers. Down below, you can find my social media links. Come and follow me. Have a great day. Take it easy. I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you then. Peace.